Chickens don't need any supplemental heat in their coop when it is wintertime. They don't need a heat lamp or a heat plate. As long as they have a good coop that keeps them draft free and out of the wind and rain, they're going to be good from a temperature perspective. But one thing that you absolutely do need to keep in mind is our friends with the larger wattles and combs here. Now this is Floppy, aptly named because of her floppy wattles and comb. She's our Austria White, and she's an example of a breed who's going to do great in the summer. She's got that big comb, so all that heat can escape really, really well. But in the winter time, when it is below freezing, she is going to be an example of somebody who's much more at risk to develop frostbite on her wattles and combs. So when it gets very, very cold here, and sometimes it does, sometimes we get single digits and it's not only just cold, but it is like snowing and windy and wet and just disgusting. And in those conditions, chickens can and will get frostbite, especially those with larger combs like she does. So something that you can do to prevent frostbite is apply something like coconut oil. Come out here with coconut oil and rub it all over their combs and their wattles. But coming out here and putting some coconut oil or whatever else, something similar to that, on their comb and wattles when it is very, very cold and also wet can help prevent them from developing frostbite. You're not going to have to do it on everybody. If you have somebody with a much smaller comb, they probably don't need that, but they might struggle more in the summer. So it's actually really cool what these features do for them as far as temperature control, and they really do work to keep them pretty comfortable in the heat and the cold, but you do have to keep that in mind. Frostbite is something that can and will happen to your chickens, especially those with larger combs, but it is easily preventable if you take the right measures.